Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray and you're watching Rachel Ray Fiber Arts. This is a channel about cross stitch and other fiber arts, but today we'll just be talking about cross stitch. And I just want to welcome everyone in. Thank you so much. If this is your first time watching my videos, I hope that you will stay and I hope you enjoy it. Today is the 16th of March, so just one day before St. Patrick's Day, and welcome back everyone if you are a returning viewer. Last time we talked, I showed you some new auctions that I've put out for Marathon, and I'd like to explain. I am participating in a group fundraiser. We call it the Marathon for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, Girls, and Two-Spirits People. It's myself, Michelle Bendy, Miss Laid Pages, Resist Stitch, Erin 2 Martini Stitcher, and a few others who each year we raise money for the coalition to stop violence against Native women because it is endemic to North America and disproportionately happening to people who are Native. So each year for the past 2 or 3 years, we have been doing our best to use our platforms to raise money for this nonprofit organization. And I have more details in a blog post that I have linked down in the description box if you'd like to read more and to look into the organization or anything like that. But last time we chatted, I did have some auctions up on my Patreon page. This is where I like to post those nowadays because unfortunately, Instagram no longer allows me to look at comments in chronological order, so I cannot host them on Instagram anymore. It was a lot easier, but unfortunately it just wasn't working anymore. So I headed over to Patreon and created free posts, so anybody that's interested in an auction item, which we will talk about in just a moment, you can sign up there. So I won't go on and on and on. I will just share with you last week's marathon auction items and who won. So first of all, we had the Mary Mary Needleworker kit that I put together from Stash, and that pattern and everything went to Alyssa M. Thank you so much, Alyssa, for bidding. I really appreciate it. And that is in the mail on Tuesday because it is a holiday. Auction 2 was an out of print diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. For those of you who don't know, I have a main channel where I talk about diamond painting exclusively. It's Rachel Ray Craft. And so for those diamond painters, Debbie S won that auction. And then the third auction, unfortunately, did not get any bids, but that just means that I need to put together more things to make it more valuable. So thank you to Siri who donated it to the cause. I will find a way to make that vintage 90s kit from Scandinavia worth an auction, hopefully for the next time that we run the marathon. So in total we have, let's see if I can, it's 155 euro or dollars, sorry, $155 that was raised for last week's auction. So thank you all so much for your interest. And this week I have some incredible offers for you. And they're both actually donated from other people. So first up, I'll just bring it up here on my screen. Forgive me for looking away. These are available on my Patreon. Like I said, I'll have a link down below. Incredibly, the first kit is called the Birth of Christ Dimensions Gold Collection, and it's the full kit. It's the chart, the fabric, and the floss and the beads and everything else that came with the original. The only thing that is missing from this is the cover photo that would have been in the packet So the original packet and the cover photo page, those are not included, but the chart and everything else, the chart is unmarked. The fabric is this beautiful navy blue Aida, and it comes with all the flosses and beads and everything that you would need. Now, when researching this was donated by Megan of Long Distance Stitchers. I will have them linked down below. You can check them out. Megan and Megan with an H. Megan without an H donated this, and it is huge. It's 41 by 30 centimeters before framing. And online, this kit is very much sought after and quite valuable. So I have set the auction to start at $130. So the starting bid is $130, and I ask that increments be made in 10. Remember, this is for charity, so what'll happen is if you want to place a bid and you win, then you will get a link to the 99 Pledges cause, basically a place where we put all the donations together from all of us stitchers who are donating time or money to raise money for the coalition. You'll make a donation of the highest bid amount and then send me an email with your receipt and your mailing address. And Megan so kindly offered to ship this worldwide. So it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can bid on this, it'll be shipped to you, and the only thing that you need to do is make a donation if you win. I hope that's clear. If you have any questions, please ask me. And then the second auction item this week is an incredible one-of-a-kind bag that is made by JasmineCustomBags. You've probably seen them on Instagram. They make beautiful project bags, and this is no exception. They're all one of a kind, but this is certainly one of a kind. It is a purse-style bag that is made with wax canvas material and cotton, and on the inside of the bag is some surprise fabric from Fangirl Fibers, and it's Mulan. Amazing. It looks so good. When you look at it from the outside, you would never think that there would be such a fun pattern on the inside. And it would be the perfect size for a small project. You could put an 8x8 Q-snap frame in it. You could put knitting. You could use it as a purse. It's a beautiful purse. This bag is worth quite a bit of money. If you go to Jasmine's Custom Bags on Instagram, you'll see the general price point. And Jen suggested that we start the bidding at $60 US and go up in increments of 10, just to make it nice and easy. So the links to those auctions are down below, and the auction will close, bidding will close on the 24th of March, which is next Saturday, not Sunday, at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which would be what? 11 Mountain, 12 noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, and that would be 6 p.m. GMT, which is UK, Ireland. So again, if you would like to make a bid, all you have to do is you can sign up as a free member on my Patreon, and once the auctions are over, you can get rid of it if you want to. You don't want the notifications, I totally understand. Please forgive me, this is really the only way that I can hold these auctions. But jump over there, make a bid. If you win, don't worry, we'll reach out, we'll connect, make the donation, and then it's all yours. And Jen so kindly offered, even though that I persisted, I was like, no, don't do this. She said she will ship this worldwide to the winner for free, so you don't have to worry about shipping cost. Just make the donation and it's yours. Thank you so much for your interest in the marathon for missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit. This week, I did surpass 30 hours of stitching, so I will be donating another $10 for the 10 hours stitched, which is what my goal has been this time. Now that we are mid-March, I am really struggling to hit those hours and to reach the goal of 100 hours stitched this time. But I'm very, very grateful that I'm able to manage these auctions and get them up. And I think that it's fitting. The last ones are so kindly given to us by people in the community. All of you were so wonderful and lovely and gracious. Thank you. Thank you so much. It has been an honor for me to handle the auctions on this side, and be all about it this marathon, whereas previous years I wasn't able to. So yeah, that is that. Thank you. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. My Instagram handle is Rachel Ray Official. Rachel Ray Craft no longer works, unfortunately. I do have a second one, Rachel Ray Fiber Arts. I don't post there very often. My main account is Rachel Ray Official. It's a long story. I didn't want it to say official, but that's just the way it had to be. Anyway, how was your week? It's been about a week and a half since my last Flosstube update, and I needed a couple more days. In the end, I didn't stitch as much as I thought I would this week, as you can see by the amount of hours stitched. But I did get some progress, so let's talk about it. I did not finish anything, and I did not start anything this week, or week and a half, however you want to put it. So the first project that I worked on is my Stitch for Pride sampler by D's 20 Stitches. And a new piece was released on March the 1st. And this is from the artist Stephanie H. Shi, who is an artist with Taiwanese background who does art and sculpture of everyday objects that are mostly related to food. What's very interesting about this particular artist is that their motivation behind making these pieces is that feeling of nostalgia and also general connectedness that a lot of us feel to these seemingly mundane pieces of, everyday life. What's really interesting is that when you think about in the position that I have been in the past, where I taught English abroad, I lived away from the US for 4 years, and the emotional connection that I had to things like the pieces of art that she's making based on food, for example, this sriracha bottle, which it's going to be impossible to see on this fabric. I'm going to put something behind because of the lights that I have, but these very small, seemingly mundane pieces of your life suddenly become lifelines to people in the communities that they belong to. So I really resonated with that as well, and I think that it's very important to continue working on this project. I am about almost halfway down the bottle, and I am questioning my color choice now because it does blend really, really closely into this fabric, but overall I really enjoy stitching on it. I like seeing the stripes come out on my variegated floss. This fabric is called Determination by Mislaid Pages Jessie. The floss is Fiber on a Whim Bouquet, and I am getting through it. Bottle was very big. This month's thing is very large. The motif for March is very large, and I did not realize how much stitching that would be. But I did get there. I did some, and if I look at my Notion, I didn't type in how many stitches I did on the first, but I did 404 stitches on Thursday when I last worked on it. So I would say I'm somewhere in the 700 stitches done range. So that is whip number 1. the first one that I worked on. Oh, sorry, 205 on the 6th as well. So I did get some stitching in. And then after my Flosstube update on the 2nd, I went ahead and pulled one of my WipGo pieces. I am participating in WipGo this year, and I am crushing WipGo this year. I'm normally not very good at keeping up with these things, but I just felt called to this project. So let's have a look at it. In this big tote bag, I have my epic Generation 1 Pokemon cross stitch. And this was a WipGo call. All of my WipGo calls are 500 stitches. Oh, sorry, I just bumped you. And I have done 4, 5, 6, almost 700 stitches on this month. I filled in this one, the blue purple one, and then I came down and I worked all the way down in here, like I said I would. I really enjoy working on this. I find it really, really satisfying because it goes so quickly. You get characters created very quickly. And it just looks great, right? The designer is Lord Libidin, and it is a free pattern. It is very big. It is a very, very big project. So I got those stitches in on this, and then I felt like, okay, I've got one of my WipGo calls finished for the month. So that was great. I worked on that for 2 days. And then in a couple days, last weekend I did not stitch. We were working in the house and doing a lot of moving and then recovery on the Sunday. But I did pull out Gaia, the Earth Goddess. I think you're gonna love this one. If you've never seen this one before, I'm actually gonna put it up on a light pad because this one is big. Gaia, the Earth Goddess is also a WipGo call this month, but it's also Stitch Asia. And this is designed by Bella Filipina. So it hits all the points. Now, if you haven't been with me for very long, the past year, I have been more mindfully stitching than I did when I first started my stitching journey back in, I only started cross stitching in 2019. And I just started all the things. I would stitch on something for a day and then put it away. And I found that me rotating projects every day, like say Monday we do this and Tuesday we do this, I found that it didn't work. And also in that similar vein, the Miss Cherry Blossom Mirabilia Monday has gone by the wayside. It lasted for 2 weeks. But, you know, I do my best. Anyway, sometimes I flip-flop, sometimes I stick with it, but one thing that I'm sticking with is trying to get at least 2 stitching sessions on a project before I put it away, where I feel like I've made actual progress. So, the details on this is Bella Filipina, Gaia the Earth Goddess, stitched on 32 count linen. Marbled Bunny is the name of this color, and it is by XJU Design. It's a paper pattern, so I did not count my stitches, but look at how good she looks. Oh, I love it so much. I started, can I hold it? From here, and I've come down. Amazing. I am so sorry about the color change. Maybe if my face gets back in frame, it'll be the right color. There we go. So I love Bella Filipina. This is my first one, and it will not be my last. The designing is incredible. It's really made me come to love the Pretty Ladies. I enjoy the long stitching. It's like color blocking, where you stitch in one color for quite some time. You don't have to change colors a lot. I find that that is very difficult for me and my brain at this moment in time in my journey. So this is, it just feels good to stitch on. And even though, you know, there aren't little motifs and quick finishes and little hits of dopamine, whenever I look back, like step back on these pieces, I'm just amazed by how it looks. This down here is the Caron Water Lilies that is called for. It's the only one, and it is in the color Espresso. And working with this, again, it was just really fun. And I know that there may be some stitchers out there who will say, you stitched that wrong. You need to stitch all over the place so that it's not stripy. I really don't mind. I really don't mind. I enjoyed stitching it, and it's going to be on my wall, so I don't mind. But I did quite a bit of stitching here. I still want to work on this piece, but I am putting it away for a little while. It is a little unruly the way that I have it at the moment. It's stitched using the, well, one paper pattern. I much prefer digital patterns. I understand why some designers do not wish to do design with digital patterns, but it really does help me complete it a little quicker, where I don't have to look down at the paper. I still don't know what that is about. I don't know why I stitch almost twice as fast when I don't have to look at a paper pattern if I have a digital one. Maybe it's the highlighting. Maybe the highlighting takes too long. But if I don't highlight, then I am doomed. But I really, really like it, and I want to bring it back out. And it just gives me all the good feelings. Okay, I'm gonna stop this clip so that I can start again, otherwise it'll turn off on me. Okay, the last project that I worked on so far in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, is White Fox by Oraloa. This is a company that started out with diamond painting, but now they have cross stitch and puzzles that are legally licensed. And having a stamped cross stitch that's legally licensed is huge, huge. Most of the companies that you find are not licensed. So I started this a while back. I don't have the exact date. Wait, I do. Click on this. August 23rd of last year was the first time I worked on it. And the second time I worked on it was the 14th of March. But this is what it looks like. And when I, forgive me, I have to fold this over, bring it up close. I did the second color, the darker cream color in the face of this fox. And while this is slow going at the moment, my goal eventually is to get the fox's face done. Once that face is done, I can move out and branch out into the corners and everything, but I want to get this beautiful fox done first. I love the reds in this as well. Like these burgundy magenta colors are fantastic. So that'll be really fun to stitch. I brought that out when I was streaming on Twitch. I go live on Twitch twice a week at least. When everything is good, you're more than welcome to join me. Usually it is diamond painting on Tuesdays and cross stitch on Thursdays. And then sometimes we'll have a bonus gaming stream like we did earlier today, Saturday. And I really enjoy the interaction over there. So if you would like to join us, it is nice and calm. You get to see my dog a lot, and yeah, it's really fun. So please come and join us. I typically stream in the morning time. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, for me, it's 1 p.m. GMT, UK, Ireland. And for those in the States, it's about 8 or 9 a.m. So it's a really, really fun time. And I hope that you will join us sometime. This was very fun and easy to stitch while I was online, and I enjoyed it very much. The Pokemon, sorry, that's my dog. The Pokemon cross stitch is a charity fundraising piece. I picked that piece so that we could raise some money over on Twitch. So you have to come and visit us. Plans. So my plans coming up for between tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day, and next Saturday, Sunday, I have a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I need to take care of, so I'm just going to keep on keeping on with my Stitch for Pride sampler. I want to finish it this week, so I'm going to make that my priority number one. And then we shall see. I have quite a few projects. If I just go into my Notion app, which is what I use to organize all of my projects, I can go and see in my WIPs database all of the works in progress that I have. I have quite a few. At the moment it says I have 31 WIPs. I may actually have a few more than that that aren't here inside of Notion yet. But I'm having a look to see if there's anything else that... The only other thing that works for Stitch Asia would be another Bella Filipina that I started called Mermaids of the Seasons. I had pumped the brakes on that project because I made a mistake, but maybe I'll have the time to break that out. I'm looking to see what else I want to work on. I'm saving my Trans Pride tapestry piece because I'm bringing that with me to Stitch North. I am attending weekend number 2 and I'm so excited. I don't even have words for how excited I am, but I am bringing that project for sure. We were talking about a couple of patterns, but I think I don't want to pin myself down. I'm going to be honest. I may use a wheel. I have I think those of you that are on Apple devices call it the Tiny Decisions wheel. I have just a wheel of WIPs and I spin it when I'm not particularly drawn to any project, but we shall see. I may bring out my Mirabilia on Monday now that I've talked about it again. And I have so many WIPs, I might just ruffle through them, you know, go through them and look at them and go, oh yeah, I forgot about you, and take that out for a little while. Likely though, I will be taking out something that's got a digital pattern because it will be quicker to work on and feel like a bigger, you know, a better spent time. My time is, I have so little stitching time right now, but it's okay. I have not knitted or crocheted at all this week, but it's likely that I won't for a little while. There is a project that I have in mind that I would like to do, but I can't exactly talk about it. I'll have to talk about it later at the end of the summer. But I don't even, I don't know. But before I let you go, I just want to let you know that I'm going to host a giveaway this week. So just to thank you for watching this video and thank you for all your lovely comments. A lot of you were saying that you don't mind me talking about things that are going on. I highly recommend, if you are interested in seeing some behind the scenes and things like that, you can come with me on my walks around the countryside in Southwest Ireland. Joining my Patreon at the vlog tier. Every week I put out a vlog and it's really fun to make. So if you'd like to see more personal stuff, that's where it would be. But there's no pressure. No pressure. Don't worry about it. Watching the video is enough. But if there is something that you would like to see, that's where it will be. Anyway, this week I'd like to give away a springtime pattern. I found this pattern when I was shopping at Casa Sanina, which is one of my online needlework shops that I have purchased from. This is called Spring Joy by Bobby G Designs. It is 4 by 6 inches. It's so cute. I'm not sure what kind of bird that is. It doesn't say. But Bobby G Designs is in California, so it's definitely some American bird. And if you are interested in stitching this, please just go down below at the Google form. In the description there will be a Google form, and it'll say like sign up form for Spring Joy here. And then you click the link, fill in the form, and you'll be entered in to win. And I'll pull a winner on my next Flosstube. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry about the short Flosstube, but time is precious this weekend, as you can imagine. There are some people in town that I haven't seen in months or even years. It's been since 2019 or even 2018 since I last saw the person that I'm seeing tonight. So I'm very excited to go have dinner with my girlfriends and just, chit chat and have a good time. And then tomorrow for the parade, I'll be a steward. So I'll have on my little yellow high visibility vest, and I'll be walking with the floats down the main street. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice to do. And before the parade, we're doing a 6K fun run. I will be walking quickly, but yeah, it'll be great. So let me know what you're up to this weekend. Are you doing anything for St. Patrick's Day? St. Patrick's Day doesn't just have to be for drinking excessively. It can also just be a time to spend with friends and family. But yeah, I'd love to know what you're stitching on, what you're doing, what your plans are, down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my Flosstube. I really appreciate you all. And soon we're going to have a much bigger giveaway once I hit 2,000 subscribers. It's very close. I can feel it. So thank you for being here. I hope that you take care and stay safe. And I'm sending all of my joy to you. I'll see you next week, probably Sunday. And until then, happy stitching. Bye.